All right, hello, beautiful people. Hope you guys are doing great. Turn that down. Tonight's topic: why your abs or core is not showing. All right, now I could go on for days about this topic, but let me turn this down a little bit. I'm going on for days about this topic, but I'm gonna give you guys the key pieces. For one, let's look at training. Abdominals are just like any other muscular group. Slow twitch in nature, all right, because you're constantly using them just like your legs, but they respond to stimulus just like any other muscle. When you first got into the gym and you started doing 2 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10, bench press, lat pull downs, obviously your chest and back grew, all right? Same thing with your abdominals. The more stimulus you give them, the better. Now, this does not mean that you need to do 1,000 sit-ups a day, all right? Quality over quantity, all right? So with training, you need to be progressing your training with abdominals just like any others. Pick a few movements, overload it. For example, if you're doing hanging knee raises of like 3 sets of 15, 3 sets of 20, all right, you can progress that over a week's time, adding 5-pound plate, 10-pound plate, 15-pound plate, or progressing the amount of reps, all right? You can still make progression with body weight as well, as long as there is some progression in it, whether it's extending the time frame that you're holding for, extending the amount of reps, or extending the amount of sets or total repetitions you do in a week, all right? Secondly, diet. Okay, obviously you got to have a low enough body fat percentage in order for your abs to show, all right? Now, many fitness channels are just going to tell you that you need to diet down. I strongly disagree to that, okay? Yeah, while there is a minimal amount of body fat percentage you got to have, you cannot control where your body stores fat, all right? Look at linebackers, look at NFL players, look at, some of the top bigger guys in the world, strongman especially, all right? They sit at higher body fat percentages, but you still see these guys with these developed muscle bellies, these big abs. Now, for one, yes, they've been training their core, obviously, but also some of them don't store as much fat on the front of their stomach as they do opposed to their back or other places. So that is that as well, all right? I'm a big proponent of growing into your composition, meaning if you're 170 pounds at 10% body fat, why not change that to 170 pounds at 8% body fat, or 172, 173 pounds at the same body fat percentage? It's just a matter of how you're going to place your training, all right? Next up, development. Kind of what I was talking about in training. You must train your abs, all right? People always ask me what my ab routine is. With CrossFit, we're constantly doing everything core related, whether it's GHDs, toes to bar, sandbag carries, we're constantly using our core. For me, I've always trained my core with weighted movements. Russian twists, I always used weight. When we're doing accessory work, whether it's GHD, toes to bar related, whether I'm always grabbing some type of ball that I can progress with, all right? Stimulus, that's what you're looking for in development, all right? Next, static holds. Now, I enjoy doing static holds for strength and building positions, but just like any other muscle, there is no eccentric portion of it, all right? Can you still make progress from doing planks and stuff like that and sandbag carries? Absolutely, all right? You still got tension, but if you really want to tear a fiber down and make it grow just like any other muscle, you still have to go through that full range of motion, that concentric and that eccentric motion, which means, crunches, leg raisers, full flexion of the torso, all right? Keep your static holds in there for strength and building positions, but also at the same time, if you're trying to develop your abs, you got to treat it just like any other muscle group. And just my last note on there, I pretty much just said it. Just like any other muscle, hitting back to my first point, guys, training. You have got to train your abs. I see a lot of people, and even females, when they diet down, they're like, I got these little baby abs, all right? They're just underdeveloped. Okay, Spend time, whether you're at maintenance or investment, building your abs, training them 2-3 times a week in some type of rep scheme, some type of like set scheme. You do not, and I repeat, you do not always have to diet down to see your abs, all right? Take a year off from dieting, place some emphasis on training your abdominals, and see how much progress, see how much bigger, see how much more defined your abs sit at the weight that you're at, or even if you decide to do a fat loss phase, how much faster they appear. All right. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to kill some pizza right now. Follow me on Instagram as well. We got some content blowing up on there as well. Until tomorrow, guys.